Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at...
Good morning.
Time to get ready for your day with the morning warm-up with Trey Lyle. Join us live on VTRN Sports 93.3 FM or the VTRN Sports app. Open VTRN Sports on your smart speaker or stream live on YouTube. Time to get ready for your day with the morning warm-up with Trey Lyle and Ty Tracy.
Woo-woo, 7:03 on this Friday. Got to get down on Friday, August the 8th. Welcome to the Morning World. I'm Trey Lyle. That is star running back for the New York Giants, Ty Tracy. Now, Ty.
Yes.
You have a game tomorrow again in Buffalo. Are you ready for it? I don't know if you'll play it. Well, you probably will play in it.
Probably get like a couple snaps in, and that's it.
Yeah.
Hope J-Bo be my quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't like Jameis Winston, then you have a problem. So, all right, let's get to it. Speaking of preseason football, it's part of it in case you missed it.
Keeping up with sports 24/7 takes some serious effort, especially when you're sleeping. Don't worry, the morning warm-up stays alert around the clock. Now here is everything you missed last night.
So the biggest, I guess, headline from last night is that shocking Anthony Richardson got hurt. Dislocated his pinky, pretty heavy hit against the Ravens. He exited early. Daniel Jones came to fill in for him. But yes, dislocated his pinky finger, turned nearly a 90-degree angle, immediately indicated that something was wrong. It appears he'll be okay, though, long term. But, obviously an important night for Richardson. He was getting to start in a quarterback battle with Daniel Jones. Get excited, Colts fans. In a 24-16 loss for the Colts over the Ravens. Daniel Jones went 10 of 21 with 144 yards in this one. Other scores from last night. Get excited. We had a tie, 23-23 between the Raiders and the Seahawks. Aiden O'Connell, 18-30, 205 and a touchdown. But man, oh man. So we haven't done our NFL predictions, but this makes me feel like the Bengals defense might still suck. Because Jalen Hurts did not play for the Philadelphia Eagles. Neither did Saquon Barkley. But Will Shipley still ran all over their defense in the first quarter when he was playing. 7 carries, 48 yards, mainly in the first half. Joe Burrow looked like Joe Burrow. 9 of 10, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns, one of those to Jamar Chase, which, hey, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are good against first-team defenses, let alone second-team defenses. But the Eagles win 34-27, and Tanner McKee, 20 of 20. This is actually an insane. This just shows my faith in the. Granted, I think Tanner McKee is a solid quarterback, probably better than the two Colts quarterbacks. He could be. You could argue that.
Yeah.
20 of 25 for 252 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, Ty, again, do not take away a lot from the preseason. It's the preseason for the reason.
That's what I was telling people, like, relax.
I will say this, though. My concern on the Bengals defense being doo-doo is like an 8.
I mean, I'm not going to just judge them about the preseason.
I know, but it's mainly from last season because basically it's like the same defense without their best player.
Yeah.
Like they had one of the best pass rushers who had one of the best pass rush sack seasons we've seen.
Yeah.
And they still had a doo-doo defense.
I mean, either way,
So,
you know
I mean,
me.
the Bengals are going to win a lot of games like 34-30.
Yeah,
So,
most likely.
if you want to compare anything to those the Bengals are built like those Peyton Manning Colts teams, just with not as good pass rush.
Well, they had.
They have Trey Henderson, but
Yeah,
I meant in turn. Well, I guess secondaries, but they don't have a Bob Sanders.
yeah.
Their secondary used to be really good in
Mm-hmm.
Indy. All right,
Yes.
those are the preseason scores from last night. Other headlines for you. Apparently, the fun toys. We'll just put in that the sex toys at the WNBA games. Well, we've now know the group behind it. A self-described crypto enthusiast told ESPN it's part of a group that orchestrated the recent stunts that have disrupted at least 3 WNBA games in the past 10 days. The man who spoke anonymously with ESPN over video conference Wednesday said the stunts were meant to market a crypto coin that his online community created. I could think of better ideas, I guess, is a better way to put it. And then other football news, Los Angeles Chargers Pro Bowl left tackle Rashawn Slater will miss the 2025 season with a ruptured patella, suffered in practice Thursday. This is a man who just signed a giant deal. He's one of the best left tackles in all of football. Big loss for the Chargers, who are a team that I actually like coming into the season because Jim Harbaugh just wins football games. And other headlines for you. Athletics defeat the Nationals 6-0. Mariners are the White Sox 4-3. Pirates over the Reds 7-0 as Paul Skeens got run support. Good job, Pirates. And the Braves defeat the Marlins 8-6. And that was everything you missed last night. So, but anyways, it's Friday. We're going to have Friday Hypothetical a little bit later on. We'll be drafting national championship teams. We have Today in Sports History as well. But looking at the preseason last night, like Ty said, obviously tonight the Commanders are in action against the Patriots. Again, as Lake was saying earlier in the week, do not expect Jaden Daniels to play. Do not expect many of the starters to play. I don't think you're going to see Drake May out there. But, man, what are something you want to look for? Like, is there a player you want? Like, I have a player in mind that I'm looking forward to seeing tonight for the Commanders. You have a player in mind?
I don't have a player in mind. I would love to see some more effective pass rushers that can help the Commanders out, and probably like their box, so like the linebackers, like just to see who you can put in for Bobby Wagner when, say like if he gets hurt or he needs a breather in there, then who you can depend on and everything. So I love to see some effective pass rusher. Like, okay, he could be someone you could look out for, and maybe he can make the team, or he could be somewhere to help during the season. And you need another linebacker, so another box player. Okay, that's probably going to see Bobby Wagner as a backup and everything.
Interesting. I am going with I want to see how they use Jalen Lane, both offensively and do they let him punt return.
Mm-hmm.
I think obviously the former Virginia Tech Hokie is a reason for that, and I'm excited to see where Jalen Lane winds up, how he's utilized today or in this game against New England. Which, granted, not going to be the elite New England defense. Like, granted, I think New England's going to have a really good defense this year, and it's more of the trusted Mike Vrabel. And I think they're going to face. The good news is I have faith that this New England team is going to be a well-coached team that is a good test for the backups and the depth of Washington. And that is my bigger concern for Washington this season. I don't think if you want to compare them to Philadelphia, like Philadelphia has overwhelming depth compared to them. Now, Philadelphia's depth, especially defensively, is a little less this year. They're going to be relying on a lot more young guys because they lost some. But I don't think Washington has the depth necessarily because they did have some good injury luck last year, which is part of football. Like, if they lose 2 or 3 guys, then I don't know if they have reliable depth yet. Keyword being yet, because I think they'll get there. By the way, get excited. Shador Sanders and the Browns take on I don't even know who's gonna roll that. Maybe Bryce Young will start. Let me see here. Who's the backup quarterback? Yeah, I unless it's Jack Plummer for the entire game, because that's their third string quarterback. Because I'm assuming I have more confidence that Bryce Young will play in the preseason than Andy Dalton. So get excited about that. And then we got Falcons Lions tonight. So preseason football. I mean, it's preseason. At least it's football.
If I see somebody freak out saying, "Oh my God, we suck," I'm like, well, when you got some no names, some backups, and some people to make the roster, of course you're not gonna be that good. It's not trying to be saying like,
yeah,
they're not good. It's like that.
You get some entertaining moments. It's always cool to see. I always like watching the end, and you just see the guys trying to make the roster if they make a play.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, other headline that I forgot is the ACC is on top. Ty, you ready?
Yeah.
ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips has been elected chairman of the NCAA Board of Governors. Okay. Woo! ACC on top. Now, what does that mean? I have no idea, and I don't. The NCAA to me is a little bit irrelevant at this point with the new era, but woo! ACC on top. And also, so as most of you may know, if you know my time on the fast lane, you know my takes on Caleb Williams is strong, and I still believe in him. And trust me, when we get to we're gonna get to some postseason picks, and I might make a bold claim. I don't think he'll actually will win, but yesterday, so if you go to my Twitter at Trey Lyle VT, you'll see a post that says "inject this into my veins," and some people are questioning my fandom with the Philadelphia Eagles, not understanding my loyalty to a take I've had that I still stand by. But just a nice sidearm dot that Caleb Williams threw yesterday in practice, and I know it's practice, but I'm ready, man. I need the Bears. I need Caleb Williams. Like, folks, and this is how we'll end this. Just Caleb, if you're listening, Caleb Williams, if you're somehow you stumble upon our great station, maybe on the VTRN Sports app or on our at VTRN Sports Lynch, I need you to be good this year, okay? You were solid last year. I think unfortunately, like, people use too much of the Jaden Daniels context for Caleb Williams, where he was 20 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. If you have a rookie quarterback with 20 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a literally like the worst coaching situation possible, I would take that. I would truly take that.
I'll say this. I'll get him to November, because that's when football really starts.
Yeah, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Like, okay, I'm just gonna tell you the stat line. You ready? 3,500 yards, which, by the way, no Bears quarterback has thrown for 4,000 yards in the season. 3,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 87.8 quarterback rating. That is a good season for a quarterback. Now, let's add context. The literally worst possible situation for a coach. Like a coach that basically needed to hear this.
I'm not going to be here.
Before the season started. And now you get maybe the best offensive mind in all of football. I don't think he is. He's one of. Like, he made the Lions sexy. Like, let's be real here. That's like making, I don't know, like, the phrase putting lipstick on a pig. That's like giving a pig plastic surgery and it actually working. Like, that's what Ben Johnson did with the Lions. Okay. He made the Lions fun. And so did Dan Campbell. Like, Dan Campbell's a big reason behind it because he's a good head coach. Again, it is funny in that cycle of head coaches, the two coaches that had the worst press conferences, which was the bite kneecaps and the flower guy, aka Dan Campbell and Nick Sirianni, turn out to be the best two coaches of that cycle because one's gotten the Lions. Again, I want to emphasize this. The Detroit Lions to an NFC championship game and a 1 seed. And the other has been to 2 Super Bowls and won 1. Like, but Ben Johnson, big part of that. Big part of the growth of Jared Goff.
Like I said, don't ask me I'm not going to pay attention to the first 5 games of the season because anybody can start off hot. I ain't worried about November. From November all the way to the end of the season, that's when the true football come out right there. First few games of the season, that's when, still rust. I didn't say we're still rusty, but still trying to figure out some stuff. People playing good, looking like superstars. But when the second half or November hits, that's when real football right there.
Good
So
news
that's why I
is
thought that was judged.
you know where you can check out Caleb Williams' first game of the season, of the regular season,
ETRN.
VTRN Sports, because it's on
for free.
dun 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 Monday Night Football.
So that's all I'm saying from my standpoint. So don't be like,
I think that's a fair point. I think, but I would do that as a team. Like I would judge that as a team. But
team,
I also think this. I think if Caleb, like don't judge him fully after this season. He's still a rookie quarterback. I mean, there's now been enough quarterbacks.
Well, he's not a rookie no more.
Well, I mean, okay, he's a second-year quarterback with a new coach.
But either way, you're not a rookie no more.
You know what I mean? But my point being, like, we've seen now enough quarterbacks. Geno Smith, and I don't think he's going to be like Sam Darnold bad as a Jet. But I really do think those first 3 picks are all going to hit. It's weird to say, like, typically you have one bust in like the group of 5, and it's they've all like flashed. It's kind of insane how the potential that Caleb, Daniels, May, Penix, and Bo have all shown, because all it flashed. Like Penix again came in late, was in a bad situation because of the Kirk Cousins thing. I would argue Bo Nix's situation is slightly better than Jaden Daniels, and it's more because of...
I think he was still learning.
Yeah.
And Sean Payton knew that I got a rookie quarterback, but he was still hard.
But I would argue...
start picking it up.
Yeah, Bo Nix was in the better situation because I hope Cliff Kingsbury doesn't... people don't take offense to this. Sean Payton is a better offensive football coach than Cliff Kingsbury. I don't think I'm going out on a limb and saying that.
What you mean? That's just common. That's common football. I
also think the Broncos had a better defense.
Yeah.
Than the Commanders. Like I
just think there was a better team overall.
I'm not dumb in saying Daniels is the better player, and that's why the balance broke it out.
I mean,
but like I also think the AFC is so much better than the NFC.
Yeah, but either way.
Anyway,
I'll just say Bo Nix did. Let's be honest.
Like Bo Nix is a good floor. Like Bo Nix raises your floor. I don't think he raises your ceiling. Jaden Daniels raises your ceiling. So does Caleb Williams. Like the ceiling raisers, I think, are Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jaden. And we're relitigating a draft that's already a year old. But my point being, I just wanted to bring that. I saw that highlight yesterday, and I just I got excited. I'm ready. I need Caleb Williams to look really good this year. Like I need air, because I'm tired of looking dumb. Which I didn't look dumb. Because I think people over criticize Caleb Williams last year because again, he had a head coach that didn't know when to call timeouts.
But my thing with Caleb Williams is like I can't depend on he's not good at late games. That is one of my biggest things. Like he showed in college several times.
What?
He was not at late games.
You talking about how the fact that he basically nearly carried a USC team that was awful to the playoffs and then went 7-5 because he got hurt. So the year he won the Heisman.
Okay, I was about to say
he was going to be in the if he didn't hurt his hamstring in the Pac-12 championship game against Utah, they were gonna be in the college. They were gonna be 10-1, but they also said they beat everyone because they rematched Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb's not clutch.
It's just the playoffs, like him and clutch situations. I still don't trust him. Still, he still got.
I don't know. That's hard to say because he's never really had that chance. Like he also let's be real here. He had a clutch moment against Washington. It's not his fault they lost that game.
Yeah.
You go back to the Thanksgiving game against Detroit. He had them in position to win that game, and their coach
didn't call a timeout.
Boggled it. And to add to that, he was the only one that realized, oh crap, we're out of time, and he threw it deep. He didn't so it's just I disagree with that because we just don't know. Like also a lot of that stuff is luck.
Late games when from November to January or something like that. That's I want to see Caleb Williams football come out.
I agree with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Show me you.
So
you
look,
the overall pick. Why you one of the best quarterbacks come out that class? Just show me.
God. Hey, you know what? You know when he got clutch?
What?
Last game of the season against the Packers, 24-22. Got the dub. Granted.
Did
And, and the
play?
Packers were trying. They were.
I probably didn't see that game. I probably didn't see that
No,
game.
actually, they weren't. Malik Willis played in that game.
Okay. So I was just like, I'm pretty sure I didn't see that game.
Or did Jordan? That might have been Jordan Love. Jordan
I'll-
Love was hurt. I can't remember. Jordan Love was hurt.
Sure Jordan Love was sent out or he was hurt. He was hurt or he just took a break.
So, but anyway, should have beat Washington. So who knows, man? I need Caleb Williams to be good. I really do. I do. Trey Lyle does. All right. When we come back, we're going to switch to the college game plus today in sports history. So Ty and I are going to have some fun. Friday, we're bringing back Friday Hypothetical. Ty sort of knows this, but he doesn't. We're going to draft national championship teams. So teams we think are going to win the national championship.
Okay. I like that.
Yep. All right. Next on the morning warm-up.
Mark Dalton here with the Terry Auto Group. If you don't love your car, then you're simply just driving the wrong one. At Terry Volkswagen, Terry Subaru, Terry Auto Outlet, and the Terry Clearance Center, we've got the perfect new or used car for you. We make your car buying experience easy. Need help with imperfect credit? No problem. Our team works hard to get you approved and back on the road. Because when you shop at Terry, you drive away happy. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or online at terryautogroup.com. Terry Auto Group. You'll love our cars.
Is it time for a new place to call home? Moving out on your own? Perhaps your existing lease is up for renewal. Looking for a new roommate? Or maybe you just need a change of scenery. Then you need to check out brownstoneproperties.com. We have Central Virginia's largest selection of apartments, townhomes, and single-family homes. Applying is easy with our online application. Visit us online to begin your search at brownstoneproperties.com.
Hot weather is right around the corner. Save money on those summer cooling bills by upgrading those old drafty windows. Discover energy efficient, easy cleaning tilt-in windows now with Collins Custom Builders. Our customers have relied on us for 35 years to provide the best in windows, siding, gutters, and more. Plan early and call today for your free estimate. Find us online at collinscustombuilders.com.
Summertime means hot temperatures, but hot deals are at InsaneRadioDeals.com. Check out great deals from the Lynchburg Hillcats, both general public and premium reserve tickets at the site right now. Try scuba classes from Aqua Trek Adventures. Plus, one of the best deals of all, Linex and Lynchburg bed liners, a $700 value for only $567. Hot deals during this hot summer at InsaneRadioDeals.com. Head to Lynchburg-Hillcats.com to lock in your tickets for the Lynchburg Hillcats this season. Now here's VTR in Sports.
Good morning. We are just getting your day started here on VTRN Sports with the morning warm-up. Stay connected with the show at Trey Lyle VT and Ty Tracy 90 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Listen wherever you are with the VTRN Sports app or watch the show live on YouTube at youtube.com/VTRN Sports Lynchburg. Now, back to the morning warm-up.
Oh, heck yeah. Get it? Because I can't say the other one?
I know.
Welcome back to the morning warm-up, 7:26 on this Friday. Got to get down on Friday. Shout out to Rebecca Black. August 8th. Today in sports history. Now with Ty Tracy.
Tyrod waiting. Tyrod scrambling. Back at the 20. Fires end zone and is caught for the touchdown by Roberts. It's a miracle in Blacksburg. Tyrod did it, Mikey. Tyrod did it.
It's time for Today in Sports History.
Play action. Salter to throw back to the left, and it's caught in the end zone. Light him up. Touchdown, Liberty. Bentley Henshaw.
From ruin to redemption, the Virginia Cavaliers are the 2019 NCAA National Champions.
Let's hear what Ty really knows about what happened on this day in sports history.
All right, Tyrone. In 1992, the Dream Team picked up its gold medal as the United States basketball team defeated this country 117-85. The 32 points was the smallest margin of victory in the games.
Is it like
They had a pretty famous player on the team they played.
because I know it's not what's name where he got drafted for the Bulls. He got drafted by the Bulls.
Tony Kukoc?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought the country. Like Croatia.
Croatia.
Yeah, something like that.
Is that your guess, or is
Yeah.
that you're saying it's not that team?
No, that's my guess.
Okay, you're right. It's Croatia
Because
they had Tony Kukoc.
yeah, that's
and
when
Michael Jordan. Remember,
Sky Pippen.
yeah,
I'm talking about they embarrassing.
All right, in 2006, this man was chosen as the NFL's next commissioner. Come on, this is easy.
Roger Goodell.
Correct. All right, we're moving to the year of 2012. These two women became the first 3-time gold medalists in Olympic beach volleyball. Come on, you got to know this. This is like the beach volleyball pair.
Kerry Jennings.
Correct.
And was it like she had 2 last names, like Misty.
Well, she got married and hyphened her name.
Yeah.
But yes.
Misty May.
Yes, Misty May. You can just call it. That was her name. Misty May Trainer, but yes. All right. So 2, good job. 3-0. So congratulations. All right, we're now going to August 8th or 9th, excuse me. Today is August 8th. And we're going to 1988 as this hockey transaction occurred on this date for $15 to $20 million.
Oh, Wayne Gretzky got traded to the LA Kings.
That is correct. There's a whole 30 for 30 about this.
Yes.
All right. In 2007, this man made his long-awaited Major League Soccer debut, entering the 72nd minute of the Galaxy's 1-0 loss to DC United.
David Beckham.
That is correct. 5-0 day for Ty Tracy. Congratulations, Ty. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
By the way, Serena Williams on this date in 2022 announced her intention to retire. But 179-58 for Ty Tracy. All right, Ty, let's get to the fun stuff. It's Friday. So we got a Friday hypothetical.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Happy Friday, everyone. The mind is a powerful thing at the end of a long week.
Come on, think.
Let's dream up some absurd or awesome scenarios. It's time for Friday Hypothetical.
All right, Ty. In this draft, I think we need to track this throughout the season because there's no point. I think so. I've created a scoring system. You get a point for a win. All right.
Mm-hmm.
A bonus point if it's a top 25 win. A bonus 2 bonus points if it's top 10 win. 3 bonus points if it's top 5 win.
Okay.
So like, incentivize you to pick teams up. Then you get like 5 points if they win their conference.
Mm-hmm.
5 points if they make the playoffs, and then 5 each round, and then 10 to get to the Natty, and then 25 or 15 to win the Natty.
Okay.
If they win the whole thing. So 10. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
All right. I got to remember that to write that down because I literally just came out with that. Now, would you like the first pick or the second pick? And we're just going to go back and forth. So you probably want the first pick.
Give me the first pick.
Yeah, I was going to be nice and let you have the first pick. So go ahead. Number 1 pick, Ty Tracy. You're going to select.
You mean Texas?
Oh, dang it. Okay. That's what I was hoping for. All right. Again, I'm going with a team that I think is going to win a lot of games, and it's kind of shocking. No, I got to go lay up. Give me Ohio State.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm surprised you picked them. I'm gonna say this. Give me Clemson because you gotta look at it. Both of them teams are loaded.
I won Clemson. I was hoping. So here, it was between Ohio State. I was between three teams, and I'm about to pick the other one I was against. Because I thought you were more likely to pick Ohio State next.
No.
So you were gonna pick. Okay. Well,
it was depends, but you gotta think about it. Clemson and Texas are probably loaded, especially the defensive side ball. They return a lot of starters. Yep. That's why I was like, but out of them two, I can see them two because they're.
But Ohio State has the two best players in the country.
And that's true too, but you gotta think about it. Their defense, who they bring it back.
Yeah. All right. Give me. Yeah, I give me Alabama.
Can't go wrong with that. Oh man, you know what? Even though he's not good at late games, clutch games, but I feel like they could definitely put it off. Give me Penn State.
See, that's the team I was hoping you would take because I just don't trust Franklin in big games.
That's what I'm saying.
So thank you for this. I'll take the dogs, Georgia. So basically, you have one SEC team. I have two now, so I'll take that. All right. So, by the way, that eliminates the first. We just out of our 6 picks. You want to hear how shocking this is? We took the top 6 teams in odds when it comes to winning the national championship. All right, go ahead.
Give me actually. This is kind of.
Now you could pick theoretically a team that you think will make the college football playoff that might not win the national championship because they could win a bunch of games.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too. That was like my main thing I was thinking about.
Because I think we should pick one group of 5 team because I don't think they're going to win the national championship. But for example, Boise would be a good pick last year because they went undefeated and they got to, they won their conference.
Team, I feel like that's man, that's.
You got to make your pick, buddy.
I know. I'm going to go with Arizona State.
Ooh.
That's going to make the playoffs.
Okay, well, I'll take Notre Dame. I want
to take Notre Dame, but I was like, nah, I'm going to let that one go.
No, I just think they're going to rack up a lot of wins. So I'll take Notre Dame. You're up.
So I got one more team, right?
We're going to 10. No,
okay,
we're going 10 each.
10? Okay.
So you got plenty of picks.
Do I trust Miami?
No. No. Think about this. In a game where you have to count wins, they're going to lose 2 games because their coach doesn't know how to handle late game situations. You know what? You said earlier that Caleb Williams is bad in late game situations. I mean, somehow the only person as a coach worse than what's his name? Now he's the DC Eberflus in late game situations. Probably Mario Cristobal.
Man, Florida got a tough schedule this year. I know that.
I want to pick Florida, but you're right. I don't trust their schedule enough, and they there's too much volatility,
especially SEC. I'm gonna ride with Tennessee.
Okay. If they had Nico, I would take Tennessee, but they don't have Nico. All right. So just to recap so far, Ty is Texas, Clemson, Penn State, Arizona State, Tennessee. I have Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, Notre Dame. Again, I give me the talent of Oregon.
See, I was thinking about picking Oregon.
All right, so you're up. I think I know my next pick. I'm between 2.
Actually, give me Michigan.
Dang it, that's who I wanted.
Give me Michigan.
Because I think if Bryce Underwood hits and is like Trevor Lawrence, or because people, if you do a little bit of research, the player that Bryce Underwood is being compared to is Cam Newton, and even if you get a 85% Cam Newton, as a true freshman, it's pretty good. All right, I value play. I am a believer and I am still a rider of the Nuss bus. So give me LSU.
I was surprised you picking LSU. Because you said you don't
It's
trust Brian Kelly.
I don't trust Brian Kelly, but too much talent, and I do love me some Garrett Nussmeier.
Okay.
I think I took Garrett Nussmeier. Oh, I have our Heisman draft right here. I did not take Garrett Nussmeier, but I'm looking. I didn't even write my last pick. I think I forgot who I took. Whatever. Okay. Smooth my me. Oh, here it is. Oh, I took Nuss with my first pick in the Heisman draft. So if I think Garrett Nussmeier's going to win the Heisman Trophy, I should take LSU. All right, Ty. We're at, you got another pick.
Golly, this is. Let's go with. Actually, I'm gonna go. Give me SMU.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
I feel like, can it repeat again? Maybe, depends, but I got a lot of confidence. I think that put a fire in them ever since making to the college football playoff and having two bad losses the last 2 games of the season from Clemson and Penn State.
So I agree. That's a good pick. I'm taking with the team that I think is the most underrated team in the country. And it's a team that, if you think about it, if they had literally a warm body at quarterback these last 2 years, if Cam Rising decided to be alive, they would have probably been a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Dampier's a really good quarterback.
Yeah.
The transfer from New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Utah Utes.
Okay.
It's also just Kyle Whittingham wins. So I got Utah.
I'm gonna go back to the ACC.
Ooh, you got it. I think you have to take Miami at this point.
No, give me Louisville.
I hate this. I hate how I'm going to do this, but it's too much of a value play. I got Miami.
Like I said, it's Carson Beck. There's nothing
against him. We each have 2 more.
There's nothing against him.
So, your turn.
All right. So group of 5. It's group of 5. I'm gonna go to America Conference. It's kind of up for grabs, really.
I know, yeah.
Man, give me
You're not going to take Liberty. You get at least 10 wins out of that.
Yeah, but that's Conference USA. They better get 2 wins. They can get them wins. I'm gonna go to American Conference.
Okay.
It's between Army or Tulane, maybe. I'm gonna go Tulane.
Dang it. Okay, that's the team I was hoping I was going to steal from you. All right. I wanted to take Tulane. You know what? I think Boise takes a step back this year. I'm taking UNLV.
See, that's a good one.
So we each have 1 more pick.
Yeah. Ooh, this is going to be... Actually, give me Georgia Tech.
Ooh.
I'm going to go with Georgia Tech. I feel like that's a sleeper team in the ACC between them and Louisville. And I was going to ride with Syracuse, but I feel like Georgia Tech might have that step forward.
All right. This is a team that I think is going to get a lot of wins this year. And I think is not under the radar because how they finished last year, but they were a 10-2 football team last year, and their schedule sets up pretty well. They do have to play Ohio State, but they brought a lot back. Give me Illinois.
Okay, that's good. See, that's the team I was looking at too. I
All right.
Don't know.
So quickly to recap, I have Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, Notre Dame, Oregon, LSU, Utah, Miami, UNLV, Illinois. Ty is Texas, Clemson, Penn State, Arizona State, Tennessee, Michigan, SMU, Louisville, Tulane, and Georgia Tech. Ty is hoping that that's the top 4 of the ACC. Reminder, 1 point for each win. All right. 5 points to win their conference. 5 points for a top 25 win. 10 points for a top 10 win. 15 for a top 5 win.
Okay.
No, do we do 2, 10, 2, 5, and 10? Whatever. We'll just keep that.
Yeah.
And then 10 points to win the conference, 5 points to make the playoff, and then 5 for a playoff win, 10 for to Natty, and then 15 to win it all. Or we'll do 20 to win it all, make the biggest thing. Because you would theoretically get a top 5 win or a top 25 win off of that too.
Yeah.
All right, Ty. Good luck. Let us know who you think's who's gonna have the better roster this year. We'll update it each week.
Yeah.
All right. When we come back, Michael Massey, frontstretch.com, joins us to talk all things NASCAR next on the morning warm up.
Warm weather means traveling. Hi, I'm Randy Trost from Trost Law with a couple of safety reminders. Always wear your seatbelt. Don't drive distracted or impaired. And remember, it's better to safely arrive a little later than being in an auto accident. Those things can make a big difference between a fun family trip or a painful alternative. At Trost Law, I hope you never need our services, but if you do, we're here to help you at 777-HURT or trostlaw.com.
Hey, small to medium business owners, if you're frustrated with slow IT support, high costs, or paying for services you just don't use, it's time for a change. Hi, I'm Colt with We Fix Stupid Computers. We provide reliable on-site and remote support tailored for businesses just like yours. And we go beyond just fixing problems. We empower your staff with real tech knowledge so they can work smarter every day. From repairs to training to full IT support, we save you time, stress, and money. Call We Fix Stupid Computers, 434-525-8590, where smart support meets real savings.
The thrill of Liberty Flames football returns this fall.
Give it to us. There it is. Touchdown, Liberty.
Be at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg when the Flames begin the chase for the Conference USA Championship. See all 6 home games, including a battle with in-state rival JMU on September 20th. Cross-conference games against New Mexico State, Delaware, Missouri State, and Kennesaw State. Season opener August 30th against Maine. Season tickets and full schedule at lufootball.com.
Summertime means hot temperatures, but hot deals are at InsaneRadioDeals.com. Check out great deals from the Lynchburg Hillcats, both general public and premium reserve tickets at the site right now. Try scuba classes from Aqua Trek Adventures. Plus, one of the best deals at all, Linux and Lynchburg Bedliners, a $700 value for only $567. Hot deals during this hot summer at InsaneRadioDeals.com.
Good morning. We are just getting your day started here on VTRN Sports with the morning warm-up. Stay connected at Trey Lyle VT and Ty Tracy 90 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Listen wherever you are with the VTRN Sports app or watch the show live on YouTube at youtube.com/VTRN Sports Lynchburg. Now, back to the morning warm-up.
By the way, something I guess I did miss, but we talked about it. Yeah, it was confirmed yesterday that you want to maybe the Bachelor, a future Bachelor, because they like to use Wake Forest Demon Dinkins for this. And a very handsome man is Sam Hartman. That's who's starting tonight. Would you be shocked based off the fact that the Bachelor has done quarterbacks and Wake Forest Demon Deacons in the past, Sam Hartman, and former Wake Forest quarterbacks in the past, that Sam Hartman one day would be on the Bachelor? Because I wouldn't, but Sam Hartman is the starting quarterback tonight. But we're not here to talk about the Bachelor, but maybe a man who will be on the Bachelor one day is Michael Massey at M_Massey22. Frontstretch.com, buddy. Glad to have you on. And man, oh man, has this been we'll say an interesting week in NASCAR, especially in the lower series, starting Monday with the Caden Honeycutt news, which was kind of shocking considering his place in the playoffs. He of course, gets cut by Nice Motorsports because he's joining, it appears, Toyota and Tricon. But yeah, he luckily for him, a high caliber ride falls into his lap for the remainder of the season after this week, with Stuart Friesen's ride being opened up due to his injury. Overall, your thoughts on how that whole situation played out?
Yeah. Hey, Trey. Thanks for having me this morning. Yeah, that whole deal was really weird. First off, there's a Stewart Friesen wreck, and just glad he's alive and out of the hospital now, and he's got a lengthy recovery ahead of him. So thoughts go out to him and his family for this during this time, obviously. But the Honeycutt deal, it's Nice Motorsports' only shot at a championship this year. He's the only one of their drivers that's in the top 10 points, and it just the way the Truck Series payout for the championship goes is it's half owner points and half driver points. So they essentially just punted on half the championship money that they were going to get for this year. So a really weird move. I get that they're mad that he's talking to another team, another manufacturer, and I guess has a deal in place already. So they just told him to go ahead and go now. I wouldn't be shocked if it was Chevrolet making the call, since he's probably in the Toyota next year. And then it made sense that he gets fired right after Friesen's wreck. So, connect the dots. He's finishing the year. So that would be interesting to watch. And I feel like it's an upgrade in his truck. So I feel like he's an even bigger championship threat now that he's in the 52 than he was in Nice Motorsports.
Yeah, I mean, this truck he's in has won a race, and it was at a track where, I don't say it wasn't fluky. It was just at Michigan where, raw speed really does matter there. So you would assume that, and maybe Toyota offers more support during the playoffs because Honeycutt is going to the main Toyota truck team, it appears, in Tricon next year. So you don't know how that all shakes out. As we're here with Michael Massey at im_Massey22 on Twitter. Michael Massey joins the morning warm up, my good pal. Check out the latest episode of Happy Hour, by the way, and the latest episode of Bringing the Heat. Caleb had to fill in for me this week due to some scheduling issues, but I will get to something you're excited for when you head out to St. Louis later this month or next month. I want to get to the Grand Marshal announcement. I do want to get to that, but we're going to save that to the end. But looking at something that came out this week, Elton Sawyer talked about possible horsepower coming not this year, but in 2026. Do you think eventually this happens? And is this something that, they might go to 670, 750? Maybe it doesn't really affect the racing, but just to kind of calm down the fan outcry for it?
Yeah, I think it will happen. We've heard Sawyer talk about it a few times now. So it feels like that's gaining momentum, and it's one of those things. I think they will crank it up. Maybe they get up to 750, but I don't think they're gonna crank it up enough to where some of the drivers, some of the fans are really wanting it to be at, where it's like 1,000 horsepower. So I'm not sure how much of a difference it will make when they take it up that much, but I'll take any bit of horsepower I can get. I think it's not great when you go, not a good look when you go to, when Cup goes the same track as ARCA and the ARCA cars are turning faster laps. So I want the Premier Series to be, the fastest, the best lap times, the highest mile per hours. That's something that's easy for a fan that's not familiar with NASCAR to be like, oh, that must be harder because they're going faster. I say bring it on. I don't think it'll be enough to make a significant change, but hopefully it helps. Every little bit could help.
Looking ahead to this weekend, there's actually 2 races today in Watkins Glen. As they're going to have 4 races this weekend in the Glen. ARCA truck today, Xfinity obviously on Saturday, Cup on Sunday. Looking at the Cup race, You could argue it's going to be similar to the Xfinity race. And actually, Connor Zilich is doing all 3 races this weekend. Is this going to be a weekend headline by soon-to-be Cup driver Connor Zilich and SVG, who is kind of dominating the road course scene in the Cup Series?
Yeah, and I've seen, and we got an article on FreshStretch.com this morning written by Samuel Stubbs. That, it's SVG versus the field, and I don't think it's completely him against the field. I think it's him and Zilich, as you mentioned, against the field, and we should get 2 head-to-head battles with them because SVG's entered in the Xfinity race as well, so Saturday and Sunday. I expect a Zilich SVG battle for the win, but last year, I don't think anyone expected Chris Buescher to go up there and bump SVG out of the way for the win. So Watkins Glen's a little bit of an equalizer where, they kind of call it the super speedway of road courses. It's not as technical. There's higher speeds. So it's, I think, a little easier for those NASCAR drivers that grew up racing ovals compared to SVG and Zilich, who grew up on the road courses, right and left-hand turns. I think the oval drivers have a better shot. So we could see, Buescher lock his way in. Ryan Preece has been pretty good at the road courses, and he's battled for a playoff spot. And then like Michael McDowell, you can never count him out. He's been really great. And then like the Hendrick guys, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, William Byron, they're all so good at road courses. It would shock me, but it also wouldn't shock me if someone that's not SVG or Zilich wins this weekend, just because, you still got to run the race. Something could happen. Someone could send it too far into turn 1 and wipe both of them out, or a bad pit stop. So it really is still anyone's game, I think.
Yeah, and if you want to watch along with us at frontstretch.com, join us on Sunday for the watch party on the youtube.com, youtube.com/frontstretch. Make sure you hit that live tab and join. At least it will definitely probably be me. It will probably be Mike Neff, and we'll see who else will join us for the party there as well, as we're here with Michael Massey, M_Massey22. Massey, looking at the race this weekend, you focus on that playoff cut line, and it is a battle between RFK drivers and Chris Buescher and Ryan Preece. Obviously, Alex Bowman is theoretically in threat of that. Tyler Reddick, the other one, with in the playoffs by points. If you had a quick pick between Bowman, Buescher, and Preece, who is under the most pressure to ultimately make the playoffs? And then the backside of that being, who would be basically hurt the most by missing the playoffs?
I think that it's tough to say. I don't think it's Buescher. I think Buescher has the least pressure of the 3 of them, just because he's an established race winner and has made the playoffs. So I don't think he's kind of like the foundation block at RFK. I feel like just because he's been with them when they've been really bad, he's been with them when they've been really good, and he's just very consistent no matter what. Preece, maybe Preece feels like he has the most pressure, just because he's never made the playoffs before, and he's bounced around the Cup Series and never really found great success. But this is the best he's ever done, and I think this is the fastest car he's ever had in his Cup career. So I think you could say he might have the most pressure to do that, but by far the one that would have the most negative feelings, the one would be the worst for to miss the playoffs, I think, is Alex Bowman, just because, well, first off, if you're at Hendrick Motorsports, I think the expectation is to not only make the playoffs, but be a deep threat in the playoffs. And him missing it outright, and he's already, every year we hear, oh, he's on the hot seat this year. He's on the hot seat this year. And, given his three teammates might be in the championship four or up at the top of the point standings, I think Alex Bowman missing it, that could just kill his career.
Ironically, the guy who's rumored to replace him last year is Justin Haley, who's under maybe the biggest hot seat in all of the garage, considering an underwhelming performance. But I don't know if we need to go too much into that. We already knew about the Spire 7 car, and it's underperforming. They lose, obviously the changes with the crew chief and Rodney Childers here earlier this season. So we kind of know what's going on with the 7 car. Don't need to ask you about that. But I do want to ask you, and because maybe I'm your friend and I know you pretty well enough, I know you're excited about this, but yesterday it was announced that the Grand Marshal for the Enjoy Illinois 300 at Worldwide Technology Raceway on September 7th is Bill Murray. And you are going to be there with Dalton Hopkins. So your level of excitement to see just an all-time great human in Bill Murray in a few weeks.
Oh, it's the most excited maybe I've ever been for a Grand Marshal. He is up there. And I grew up watching Ghostbusters and What About Bob? Just countless other great movies of his, seeing his old sketches on Saturday Night Live. The guy he's a legend, and it's so cool that they actually got him out to one of these races. It's surprising that it's the one in St. Louis. You'd think like Chicago, right? The Chicago street race would be where you get Bill Murray out to. But I'm excited to if I see him there when we're in St. Louis, we're at Gateway. I wonder how I'm going to be, if I'm just going to like freeze up. And I don't usually get like starstruck by people, but that's one where I might actually just stop moving altogether.
Well, the fact you didn't say Caddyshack is one of his all-time classic movies is just very disappointing. Or Space Jam.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Space Jam.
I didn't want to list 20 movies for you.
We could spend we could go into the next hour just listing Bill Murray movies. But buddy, we appreciate you getting out with me on this Friday. We'll be chatting all weekend long. And hey, good news. Not just racing happening this weekend, but before you know it, the Hokies are on the field. So get excited. My friend Michael Massey, frontstretch.com. Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I don't know whether to be excited or kind of dreading football season getting here. This is going to break my heart again, but I'll watch it either way.
Well, one person who does use the VTRN Sports app to listen to Virginia Tech games all year, I know for a fact, is Michael Massey. So make sure you also get the VTRN Sports app so you can listen to every Hokies football game all season long. But that'll do it for today. Friday, we went a little over on VTRN Sports, 93.3 FM, W227BG, Timberlake, 1320 AM, WVGM, Lynchburg, WMNA, Gretna, Southside. Now, to VSiN by the book, already in progress.
With Ariel Epstein yesterday on some player props on the NFL side. We'll do that with a little mix of